Today we're gonna make a beat that sounds like Slayer.
So I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking like, oh my god, he's not procrastinating uploading for another 9 days. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not procrastinating uploading for another 9 days because quite literally the last upload was so buns that I have to do this one. And I just can't believe I did that. Yeah, I was trying to make a video on Soundtrap and I told you guys it was coming, but I ended up just going for a walk in the woods. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Oh no. Alright, I thought I was gonna sneeze. So this is how, this is what the project's looking like. You can't see the BPM or the key. The key is a D major and the BPM is 150. Slayr tends to have his beats around 140. And normally they're always in a major key. Oh my god, dude, this video is gonna be gross just because of the noises I'm making. Alright, so I started with these chords I laid out. Mostly major going upwards. Scales upwards are happy and they sound good or something like that. I don't really know. This sounds like this though. The first loop, I just did this stuff right here, and then the next one I just added this higher note on top of this, and it sounds quite nice. I didn't really make any counter melodies, mostly because I know that Slayer's producer Wah just layers shit like fucking hella crazy. So I just made a bunch of layers. So I took a pad layer, I made this. Quite literally all I did was just extend the chords instead of chopping them. I think this is like a saw or something. And then this one is... What the fuck is this one? I think this is another saw. And then this one I think is a weird one. Yeah. I only grabbed this one for the higher, like, frequency sounding thing, like the higher pitch shit going on. I don't really care about what else is going on in there. Alright, the layers all together, plus this Reese bass that I made in Serum that, like, is so goated. I love Serum. It sounds like this. And you know, it wouldn't be a wah type beat if we didn't have a saw lead. Oh yeah, saw leads. Sounds like this. I added a bunch of variety to it, so it's like not that crazy. And then I layered that lead with this. Just because it sounded really cool when I was messing around with the presets. I know the whole thing about the wah type beat is that it's just a saw lead, but you know, I feel like I put my own little creative spin on it because I'm stupid. Okay, then the drums. So we got this 808. So that 808 is just in the same key with all the root notes as all the other stuff. Got this open hat, very basic, very basic. I don't know why I'm saying that. We got this other open hat, because I like to layer open hats. I think that's like a really cool sound. Then these hi-hats. And just like a stupid, really dumb, bad pattern. This clap on the 2 and the 4, very basic. And then this Zaytoven snare that I use is like a perk. And then all together, I believe that sounds like this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that. That's pretty much the whole beat. I think I did like a Redux automation. I turned the sample rate down so it sounds like this. much it. That's pretty much it. I didn't do a fancy outro just because I was getting bored and tired of flipping through Xenology and layering shit, so it's kind of where we're at. Yeah, the whole thing altogether, this stuff sounds like this. I guess I made this little break part in the middle just because this gets really repetitive. It gets repetitive because I'm lazy. I just don't feel like making another portion to add variety, even though it would make it better. Okay, don't be like me. Do the extra 2 steps, okay? Do the extra like 3 or 4 steps actually. All you would have to do is just copy this whole thing, hit Control D, and it would just duplicate over one there, and then you would just have to fuck around with moving your chords around or adding and removing notes to add variety to this. But I just really wasn't having it today because the sickness, the mold is getting to me. It's growing in my brain. There's a amoeba in my brain, and he's telling me to probably like eat a baseball bat or something. This is the little break part. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to stall here to get as much momentum out of this video as I can. Sorry, this video is also probably going to be pretty short. I just didn't feel like recording the whole process of making this one this time. Just because I knew it was going to take really, really long, and I don't have that much space on my hard drives anymore, so yeah, I decided to take a break from playing The Walking Dead and making all the wrong choices, but yeah, here we are. I'm sad Lee is dead. Alright, so this video is over now. The beat's probably starting to play, so yeah, bye-bye!